Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for our overview on the School Finance Small School Transportation Adjustment New User Interface. I am Chelsea Jemison, the Fiscal Operations Team Lead, and I'll be presenting to you today. We will be going over the notification process, including the system determined eligibility per ARS 15-963. We'll show you the student data and transportation information used to determine your eligibility, which is prior year information. We'll also go over the calculation cap, which is system calculated per ARS 15-963. We'll show you the email notification of eligibility that's sent to the business manager and CFO. Next, we'll go through the user interface. We'll show you the user role that's needed, how to access the user interface, and then we'll go through submitting and tracking the application in the user interface. Finally, we'll go over distribution when the adjustments are included in your district additional assistance on the BSA 55-1 once approved by the State Board of Education. Per ARS 15-963, a district can apply for a capital transportation adjustment for the purchase of a student transportation vehicle if it meets the following. Your student count is less than 600 in grades K through 12. For a type of 3 district or elementary not in high school, your grades 9 through 12 will not be included. And the definition of student count is prior year ADM. You're also transporting as eligible students at least 1/3 of the total student count of the district. This is going to be based on the same transportation data as your transportation support level on your BSA 55-1 and is prior year. You also have an approved daily route mileage per eligible student transported of more than 1.0 per ARS 15-945. This is also based on the same transportation data as your transportation support level on your BSA 55-1 and is prior year data. Per ARS 15-963, the total of all small school transportation adjustments to all school districts in a county can't exceed 20% of the total amount of small school service program funds distributed that fiscal year to that county as prescribed in ARS 15-365. In this example, the Apache County Small School Service Program funds are $60,920.42. This means that the Apache Small School Transportation Adjustment Limit is $12,184.08. So the total distributed to all eligible districts who submit applications in Apache County cannot exceed 20% of $60,920.42 or $12,184.08. Let's go over a couple calculation scenarios. Let's say there are multiple applying districts. So eligibility has been determined for multiple districts in one county and the email has been sent. Multiple districts apply. Eligible students transported and daily route miles are totaled for applying districts in that county and each district's percentage is determined. That percentage is then multiplied by the available award to determine each adjustment amount for each applying district. If there's one applying district, that district will get the lesser of the amount requested or the available amount to award. So if your request is less than the available award, you're going to get what you requested. And this is really only applicable if you're the only eligible district applying. That's really the only time I've seen this apply. Once eligibility has been determined, the system will send out an email notification. This is a sample. It's going to be sent to the business manager or CFO from the contact sheet on your submitted budget that fiscal year. So make sure that your correct information is submitted in your budget so that the right person's notified. It's going to contain links to the school finance payment system where the user interface is. It's going to have the due date, and then it will also have the school finance payment team contact information. Before you can access the Small School Transportation Adjustment User Interface or submit your application, you need to have the user role assigned. The entity administrator grants access to the Small School Transportation User role. They will log into ADE Connect, search for the user, search for the Small School Transportation User role, and assign it to the user. and we've linked some helpful user role videos. There are a few ways to access the user interface. You can go to ADE Connect, then choose Applications, and then Payment Systems, or follow the link in the email, or navigate to the School Finance Payment Systems URL, then choose School Finance Systems, and then Small School Transportation. Once you have clicked Small School Transportation, you will see the application listed on this screen. To fill in the application, click Edit. This is the application. It is very simple. The very first question is, are you interested in submitting the small school transportation request? If you have no intention of purchasing or paying on the purchase of a student transportation vehicle, please toggle this to no, then click Submit and Confirm so it will record your response and remove you from the eligible list in the county for that fiscal year. Otherwise, School Finance will continue to send your district reminder emails. Under that, we have 4 required questions. The amount requested. Request what you want or need regardless of the past awards because you never know which calculation scenario you might find yourself in. Then we have total purchase amount. This may or may not be the same as the amount you're requesting. Then we have intended purchase. What are you purchasing? Is it a 72-passenger standard bus? Is it a van? Is it a sedan? Please tell us what you intend to purchase or what you're making payments on. And then what is the need? Why do you need what you're purchasing? Is it to replace an aging fleet? Is it a van to transport smaller groups of students? Please explain the need for the intended purchase. Under that, you can add notes or attach documents, but these are not required. Then you will click Submit and Confirm. You can view the status of your application in the same place you went to submit it. Please note you will only see one row per one request each fiscal year. I've shown multiple stages to show the status changing. You'll see the Submitted by column will show who submitted your application. And then if your application is rejected, the reason it was rejected will be in the reason column. You can see as the status updates in the status column, and you can edit your application until School Finance actually begins the calculations. At that point, the edit button will disappear and an amount awarded will appear. But the amount awarded is not finalized until the status updates to approved by the State Board of Education. Since the State Board of Education meets toward the end of the month, awards generally are included the second month after that on your BSA 55. One note, at any time you can click the View button to view your application details. After clicking View, it opens your application back up and you can see the modification history at the bottom. This will record any time the request has been modified. I wanted to show you a copy of the BSA 55 with the award included in the District Additional Assistance on page 4. You can see it has its own line item and description and has been added to the District Additional Assistance. Like I said, since the State Board of Education meets toward the end of the month, these will generally not appear in the month directly following approval, but usually the second month after. For example, if these were approved at the January State Board of Education meeting, there's not enough processing time to include in February, but it is included in the March BSA 55-1. This concludes our presentation on the Small School Transportation new user interface. As always, reach out to us by phone and email with any questions and concerns. Please stay up to date with our hot topics and memos for important information and frequent our website. Thank you.